the rudiments of the 4 indicators too much. The FQR is basically to help to give you a sense of the fundamentals of the company, because like out of 1,200 companies, there's only research for less than 100. So, but you see top volume stocks, you know, the top 20, there's probably research only on like 2 or 3 stocks. So, by and large, most of us, we get into stocks without knowing anything of their fundamentals. Now, we rate them from A to F. A is the last 4 quarters positive, and Q on Q positive, and that is very, very difficult. Q on Q positive means the most recent quarter is higher than the previous one, and the previous one is higher than the 2 quarters ago, and so on and so forth. Out of 1,200 companies, there's only like 20 companies rated A. So those rated A are pretty much very rare, and if you see them, you know, you should regard them a bit highly. B is their last 4 quarters are all positive. Right? If you have 1 quarter that is negative, then you're C already. 2 is D. E and F are pretty much, you know, pretty bad stuff. Now that's the first column. How you should use the system is that the moment that when you load the system, it will take about 10 seconds, because there's a lot of data to be loaded first thing. So you got to be patient and wait for them to load. All right. And when the market starts to trade, again, this is not a price feed. You should not rely on this for live price feed. There is a delay of between 3 to 6 seconds. Okay, you should have another screen that should allow you to trade the stocks. Let the market open. Every 3 minutes, you got to refresh the M index. The M index is the first thing you should look at, because the M index is there to help you spot early movers. Okay, the higher the index, the better. If a stock is behaving normally, by the end of the day, the M index should be showing 100 or below. If it's around 100 and below, nothing spectacular is happening in the stock. All right. If it goes above that, then you know it becomes more exciting. If at the end of the day a stock is showing 400% on the M, it basically is telling you that it is 4 times normal behavior. Alright? So naturally, when you open on the screen and you click on M, after a few minutes, the top page, the highest one may be only like showing 70 or 80, because the M index accumulates throughout the day. But even when they're in the first page, you know very well that it's probably the same stock that is going to be very high on the M towards the end of the day. Okay? So the M index, how far should you look at it? Look at only the first 3 pages. First 3 pages, or the first 30 stocks on the M. Okay. Now, click 1 time on the M. Click 1 time on the M to sort it. Are we all there? All right. So this is as of the end of the first session. Okay. So naturally, we are going to look at the top 30 stocks. All right. Don't ask any questions first. I'm going to tell you what to look for. You do not want to look at stocks that are flat or negative, because after a lot of abnormal activity, if something is still flat and negative, means people are churning to sell, or there's just a lot of sellers even though with abnormal activity. You don't want to look at that. Okay, so let's look at Tiger. If you had come for yesterday's, you would have went in. A lot of users went in at 16 cents. Okay, don't believe? You can check yesterday's video. Alright, now then you click on Tiger already, everybody? Alright, you click on Tiger, you look. Okay, first rule, liquidity. How's his liquidity? It's good, right? Buyer seller speed. Look at the buyer seller speed. There's a lot of buyers, a lot of sellers, you know, there's liquidity. Then you look at the bottom columns, the 3 columns, bottom right, it says day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is very important, it tells you the trend. Day 1 means yesterday, day 2 means Friday, day 3 means last Thursday, okay? So you look at the M, you can see that if you are using this system, you would have went in on Friday. Correct or not?
That's way more than 400.
4,000.
So it doesn't have to be.
Yeah, you say that. Yeah.
5,000 is yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Okay, 5,000 is yesterday. So Friday, if you are, you know, monitoring the system closely, you could have got in on Friday. You could have got in on Friday, but probably most people were gotten in on yesterday morning, because yesterday morning, within the first 10 minutes, it's already 1,000 over %.
But the day one is
Yesterday
and Friday, then Thursday is trading days.
-1, day -1.
I see.
Okay,
Day -1. Okay.
right. The trend would tell you, like, first of all, like when somebody gives you a stock or you're trying to look at the stock, the M index will tell you like how many days has this stock been in play. You don't want to get in when it's like, oh, few 100% already, 1,000%, and then today you want to go in. You are like in the 4th and 5th day already. Okay. So technically speaking, I look at it second day play. Okay. But the stock kena UMA. Alright. Kena UMA went down a little bit, but continued to move up. The M index is 2,000% by half time, probably be 3,000 over. Okay, can you still go in this stock? Then you look at other indicators. Okay, now MFI is money flow index. It is not live. Money flow can only be calculated at the end of a day. That's why you see the money flow that is showing is the same as day 1, which is yesterday. The only live index is M and breaking high. Okay. Now money flow is a figure that is from 0 to 100. It tells you whether the smart money is moving into the stock or money being taken out of the stock. If the money flow index goes above 80, it will be highlighted in red, just to alert you this is going into the overbought territory. Overbought means there are a lot more people holding the shares waiting to throw at you. Okay? If it's below 30, it is oversold. That means that if you buy below 30, there's not many sellers left. You know, it's just waiting to move up. Whether it's above 80 or whatever, it doesn't really matter. What matters is the trend. The money flow index must be up, continue to be up. So if you look at the money flow, right, for the last 5 days, it's at 80, 81, you know, 76, whatever. Yesterday went up to 90. Today, judging from it, it'll probably be 93 already. It is still uptrend, but it's very dangerous. Very dangerous. The second part that you look at that is critical is the breaking high. Okay, I won't go into breaking high yet. Okay? Let me go to analyze M first. We should always rate a stock as to how attractive they are to buy based on your 0 to 10. 0 to 10. 0 to 10. 0 to 10. Okay? I'll give you an idea of how strong a buy this is or not to buy. Okay? This is second day. 1 day very, very high, but it also kena Umar already. Second day, I don't think it's going to break 5,000 on the M today, which means that the activity won't be as strong as yesterday. But it's still up, despite a lot of people having a lot of reasons to sell. Breaking high, it's broken through its 52-week high. Okay? Not break, like surge.
What is the 52-week high when it's 100?
100 is 52 high.
52 high.
Yeah, I'll again explain later how to read the 52 high. But just a side view, the 100. MFI must be up, but this one is very high at breaking way above 80 already. You know, maximum is 100. So at this level, I would rate it as a trade maybe 5 out of 10. Yesterday it would have been 9 out of 10. Okay. You need to rate because there will be stocks that pop. You can't go into everything. You have to pick the really good ones to go in. So now, if you happen to use this system now, you're talking about just a 5. You probably have a few more cents up there, but very dangerous. Okay. Okay. We move down. Penta today was number 1 on the Murasaki index for a long time. People could have bought in the first 3-4 minutes. Okay. The beautiful thing about this, look at the M. You would have bought yesterday. It was so clear. From nothing, no activity, it's 500% yesterday. Can you see that? All right.
Yep.
Penta, the second one.
How do you explain that the M was so low yesterday?
Not low. Yesterday is 500% already.
Friday.
That's the yesterday.
Friday. Such a
Yesterday is 500 something.
Yesterday is 100. Yeah, it's yesterday you were wanting yesterday. All right. That would be the first day. Today is the second day. Okay. Second day, and it's very, very high on the M. All right. You can still go in. I think people can still go in because it's just second day. It's never been played. The MFI is just on an uptrend. It's nowhere near the overbought territory yet.